I've always been fascinated by the hidden potential of natural remedies. Today, we're going to explore a revolution in medicine that you might not have heard about. It's called nutraceuticals, and it's changing the way we think about health and treatment. Modern medicine is amazing. We've cured diseases, extended lifespans, and improved quality of life in ways our ancestors could only dream of. But there's a catch. All of this progress comes with a cost. Prescription drugs, while often life-saving, can also bring a host of side effects, create dependency, and put a serious dent in our wallets. Let's consider the top 5 most prescribed drugs in America. You've got your statins for cholesterol, ACE inhibitors for blood pressure, thyroid hormones, diabetes medications, and acid reflux drugs. These medications help millions of people every day, but they're not perfect solutions. Now, you might be wondering, what's the alternative? Enter nutraceuticals. These are natural products that can have medicinal-like effects. We're talking about vitamins, minerals, herbs, and even certain foods. They're not new. In fact, many have been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine. But what is new is the scientific research backing up their effectiveness. This is where things get interesting. Nutraceuticals offer a way to complement or sometimes even replace synthetic drugs. They often come with fewer side effects and can be more affordable, but don't worry, I'm not here to tell you to throw away all your prescriptions. Let's start with a big one. Atorvastatin, better known as Lipitor. It's one of the most prescribed drugs in the world used to lower cholesterol. Atorvastatin works by inhibiting an enzyme in your liver, which reduces the production of cholesterol. Sounds great, right? Well, is effective, but it's not without its downsides. Long-term use of atorvastatin can lead to muscle pain and weakness, liver problems, and it can even deplete your body's natural supply of coenzyme Q10, which is crucial for energy production. We often accept these trade-offs without question. But what if there were alternatives that could help manage cholesterol without these side effects? This is where nutraceuticals come into play. Consider red yeast rice. It contains a compound called monacolin K, which is chemically identical to lovastatin, a prescription statin drug. Studies have shown that red yeast rice can lower LDL cholesterol by 20 to 30%, comparable to synthetic statins. We've got plant sterols and stanols, which reduce cholesterol absorption in the gut. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil can help lower triglycerides. And remember that coenzyme Q10 I mentioned earlier. Supplementing with it can help mitigate some of the muscle pain associated with statin use. Now, let's move on to another common medication, omeprazole. Often sold as Prilosec, it's used to treat acid reflux and other stomach acid-related issues. Omeprazole is a proton pump inhibitor, which means it reduces the amount of acid your stomach produces. Sounds simple enough, right? But here's where it gets tricky. Long-term use of omeprazole can lead to some serious problems. It can cause nutrient deficiencies, increase the risk of bone fractures, and even alter your gut microbiome. We often trade one problem for another without realizing it. This is where nutraceuticals offer some interesting alternatives. Consider DGL, or deglycyrrhizinated licorice. It's a form of licorice root that's been processed to remove a compound that can raise blood pressure. DGL can help protect the stomach lining and reduce inflammation. Then there's slippery elm. a herb that creates a protective barrier in the stomach and esophagus. And don't forget about probiotics. These beneficial bacteria can help restore balance to your gut microbiome. It's like giving your digestive system a team of tiny helpers. Let's move on to another heavy hitter. Lisinopril, it's an ACE inhibitor used to treat high blood pressure and heart failure. Lisinopril works by relaxing blood vessels, making it easier for your heart to pump blood. But like all medications, it comes with potential side effects. The most common complaint with lisinopril is a persistent dry cough that can be really annoying for some people. It can also cause dizziness, and in rare cases, it might affect kidney function. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, but high blood pressure is serious. And you're absolutely right. This is where some fascinating nutraceutical alternatives come in. Consider hibiscus tea. It might sound too simple to be true, but studies have shown that drinking hibiscus tea regularly can significantly lower blood pressure. It contains natural compounds that act similarly to ACE inhibitors. But that's not all. Magnesium, a mineral many of us don't get enough of, can help relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. And then there's garlic extract, not just for keeping vampires away, but also for promoting vasodilation and reducing blood pressure. It's like nature's own pharmacy for cardiovascular health. Now let's shift gears and talk about levothyroxine, commonly known as Synthroid. It's used to treat hypothyroidism, where your thyroid gland doesn't produce enough thyroid hormone. Levothyroxine is essentially a synthetic version of the thyroid hormone T4. It sounds straightforward, but managing thyroid health can be tricky. Overuse or improper dosing of levothyroxine can lead to symptoms that mimic hyperthyroidism, things like heart palpitations, anxiety, and insomnia. Long-term use can also affect bone density. We often try to fix one hormonal imbalance only to risk creating another. So, is there a way to support thyroid health more gently? This is where nutraceuticals offer some interesting possibilities. Let's consider selenium. It's a mineral that's essential for thyroid hormone production and conversion. Studies have shown that selenium supplementation can reduce thyroid antibodies and improve thyroid function in some people. Then there's iodine, which is critical for thyroid hormone synthesis. Many people are mildly deficient in iodine without realizing it. And let's not forget about adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha, which can help support thyroid function by reducing stress and balancing hormones. It's like giving your thyroid a natural support system. Let's move on to our final medication example, metformin. It's a first-line treatment for type 2 diabetes, helping to lower blood sugar levels. Metformin works by reducing the amount of glucose your liver releases and improving how your body responds to insulin. But like all medications, it's not without its drawbacks. Common side effects of metformin include gastrointestinal distress, things like nausea, diarrhea, and stomach pain. It can also lead to vitamin B12 deficiency over time. Now, managing diabetes is crucial, but what if we could support blood sugar control in a way that potentially has fewer side effects? This is where some fascinating nutraceutical alternatives come into play. Let's look at berberine. It's a compound found in several plants, and studies have shown it can be as effective as metformin in lowering blood sugar levels. It works by improving insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. But that's not all. Cinnamon, that common spice in your kitchen, has been shown to enhance insulin activity and reduce fasting blood glucose. And then there's alpha lipoic acid, an antioxidant that can improve insulin sensitivity and even help with diabetic neuropathy. It's like nature's toolkit for managing blood sugar. Now that we've looked at some specific examples, let's zoom out and consider the bigger picture. Prescription drugs, while often necessary and life-saving, come with hidden costs that go beyond just the price tag. There's the cost of managing side effects, the potential long-term health impacts, and the psychological burden of feeling dependent on medication. This is where the real power of nutraceuticals comes in. It's not about replacing all conventional medicine. That would be irresponsible. Instead, it's about empowering patients with knowledge and options, understanding that there might be natural alternatives or complementary approaches can be incredibly liberating. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but where's the proof? And that's a fantastic question. The field of nutraceuticals is increasingly backed by rigorous scientific research. We're not talking about old wives' tales or pseudoscience here, but peer-reviewed studies and clinical trials. The future of healthcare isn't about choosing between conventional medicine and natural remedies. It's about integrating the best of both worlds. Imagine a healthcare system where doctors are well versed in both pharmaceutical options and evidence-based natural alternatives, where treatment plans are tailored to individual needs, preferences, and responses. Of course, change doesn't happen overnight. There are systemic barriers to overcome. The pharmaceutical industry is powerful and profitable. Many doctors aren't trained in nutraceuticals, and there's a general skepticism about natural remedies in some medical circles. But change is possible, and it starts with education and awareness. As we look to the future, the potential of nutraceuticals becomes even more exciting. Advances in genetic testing and personalized medicine mean we can tailor natural approaches to individual needs more precisely than ever before. It's not about one-size-fits-all solutions, but about finding what works best for each unique person. So, where do we go from here? The nutraceutical revolution isn't about rejecting modern medicine. It's about enhancing it. It's about creating a more balanced, holistic approach to health that considers all options. It's about empowering patients, reducing unnecessary side effects, and promoting long-term wellness. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. The future of healthcare is in our hands. By educating ourselves about nutraceuticals, asking questions and being open to integrative approaches, we can drive positive change in medicine. It's not about choosing sides, but about embracing the best that both nature and science have to offer. Here's to a healthier, more balanced future for all of us.